Hello, I'm Nina Herman, Realtor with the Easy Decision Group of Keller Williams Realty Select in Lakewood Ranch. And today I am here with John Krotec of GreenZone Hero. And we have actually been here talking for the last 2 hours before starting this interview.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does. And he is so extraordinary. And as I shared with him, I recognize that in doing these interviews, there's just such an extraordinary message about each and every person. And John is no different, and it is such an honor to be a part of these stories and to be able to get the message out to all of you. And I wish you guys could have been here in this room listening to his stories and what he is up to, and you'll get a little glimpse and you'll be able to check out more of him in a second. But so tell us a little bit about GreenZone. Actually, I want to hear a little bit more about you and why you started GreenZone first.
That was a nice introduction, Nina. I'm very grateful to be here and happy to be part of what you're doing and tell the stories of business owners and find commonality with the people that you talk to. And it has been exciting. I feel like I've known Nina 40 years, and which is most of her life. And but I'm happy to be here. What we're doing with GreenZone is we're honoring freedom. And what our business does is we give tools to companies that feel the same way we do about America. Our ownership group, myself, and those that we work with think that the United States of America is the greatest country in the world. And we know that there's a lot of businesses out there, entrepreneurs, mid-sized companies, large companies that feel the same way we do. And so we decided to create a company called GreenZone Hero. GreenZone, we talked about the GreenZone today. Of course, my interviewer today was actually in Iraq. She served this country, and she told me a story about the GreenZone. It wasn't always a safe place, but our company is a safe place. And the GreenZone Hero is an American company that's in our network that appreciates and values freedom and honors freedom and those that have served this country valiantly and the families that support them. And that's what we're building a network of, is companies that honor freedom and honor the things that we as Americans hold close to our hearts. And it's working. We've been in business for 25 months. We're in 33 states. We now have companies in Canada. We're trying to bring our allied countries on board too, Australians, friends in England, Harley Davidson, Boar's Head. There's some significant big name companies that support our efforts. And it just continues to get better and better. And I'm very, very blessed to do the things that we're doing.
So tell us a little bit about how GreenZone came to be.
Well, it's kind of interesting. I had a failed business 2.5 years ago. It was called GreenZone Heroes, and we had an idea to create a company that would support veteran volunteers, and it failed miserably. But what we learned is the companies that sponsored that effort all do things for veterans, and they just don't have a platform or a portal to tell the world about it. And what I mean by what do they do for veterans and military is, do they have special pricing? Are they veteran owned or veteran managed? Do they hire veterans? The one we like, do they hire disabled veterans, or do they give time, effort, or money to veteran-centric initiatives? And we have this cyber medal system that we award medals to our clients. And what we want to do, those companies that care about our veterans and military, we want to create and give them the tools. We want to create revenue streams for them and give them the tools that they need to up their game, but to also tell the world what it is they do to help veterans in the military. That's a lot of words, isn't it?
Oh, that's right.
It's actually very simple. We're a growing network of companies that honor freedom.
All right, so your platform is for businesses, and tell us how a business would sign up and what exactly it does for them.
It's pretty simple. You would just go to greenzonehero.com and go to the registration page, take a look at what we do. We have a lot of value. We have a creative listing pages for individual companies. I mentioned the cyber medal system. We have a best practices manual. We have a manifesto. We have access to community outreach tools. We have case studies. We do events. We actually had a local brewery here brew a beer for us and called it the Black Weed Ale, Dark Ops GreenZone Hero. And we gave all the money to the 31 Heroes Project. There's all kinds of things that we're doing, but we really want to have companies differentiate themselves, and most companies are already doing these things. So all you're doing is adding another tool to your arsenal of marketing, branding, strategic tools to differentiate yourself from people that you may be in competition with.
All right. And then, so veterans can then recognize a business that is veteran friendly and is a safe zone for them. And there's other people that want to know and support businesses that are veteran friendly.
Great question. And I'm glad you asked that, Nina. There was a survey. We spent a lot of money on this research, and what they found out was 97% of potential clients, customers, would rather do business with a company that was publicly announced that they were veteran and military friendly. And that's a high number, 97%. The one that got me the most, though, in the survey, and we call it the 11 reasons why you want to be a GreenZone Hero, was the 41% that would actually reduce their spending or stop their spending or patronizing your business if you weren't veteran friendly. And what we found out in our research, if you say you're veteran or military friendly, that's a great thing. It's great for the veterans. It's great for your business. It gives you a nice profile. You can feel good about what you're doing. But we found out is it's kind of self-serving. When you join a network of like-minded business owners or ownership groups, it changes, it gives you like instant credibility. And that's pretty valuable. You know, so if you and I were to go out and have dinner one night and we went to a GreenZone Hero business that was displaying a GreenZone Hero sticker, that means something. The restaurant across the street might not feel the same way about freedom that this restaurant feels like. And you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's when you're part of this network, and what we've done is we've spent a lot of money on search engine optimization. That's the big buzzword now, but we continue to build our downline of veterans. In fact, in Southwest Florida, there's 525,000 veterans. It's men and women who have served this country, from Hillsborough County all the way down to Naples and Fort Myers. And of course, the state of Florida, there's 1.3 or 1.4 million veterans. There's veterans everywhere. And what's interesting with veterans, they're a very loyal customer base. And once the word gets out that you're friendly towards them, they'll tell their friends, family members, and they'll patronize those businesses. And that's what we're trying to be, part of the solution. You know, America is a great place to be, and because of the freedoms we enjoy, many times we take them for granted, and we want to kind of transform that belief. We've all got a story to tell. We've all been in, we're all here. Our ancestors came here for better lives, and we just want to continue that tradition as a company. And I know that Nina and I had talked about it. What is it that people are looking for? And we think they're looking for a little bit of hope. And we hope as a company to give some of that value back to them.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for being on our show, and I guess it's not a show, but
kind of a show.
For being interviewed,
yeah.
And for sharing about your business and what you're doing. And thank you for just starting it and being able to spread it and grow it as you have.
Well, you know, people like you, Nina, and you have vision too, because allowing us things like this, or, you know, this kind of platform to tell our story is important to the overall fabric of the business world. And business is, there's a lot of people that struggle every day. And when you do this for people like me, you make my job a little bit easier, because I'm allowed to tell more people about what it is we're doing. And I would just say, I count my blessings, and you're certainly a blessing to what you do. So I wish you luck in everything.
Thank you. Yeah. It's so amazing to listen to John and his story and see, you know, there's such this tough, rough belief about military, and yet he has this soft, sensual side that when you get to know him, just his heart and his love for people and his message and for healing, and the fact that he's combined the two is just, incredible and amazing, and I can't wait for you guys to check him out and check out GreenZone Hero, as well as Task Force Zen when it comes out.
Thank you for that. You can find us on the net, but we also are on Facebook with Angel Brigade Radio and Straight Outta Combat Radio. And right now, we have just a holding page for Task Force Zen. But we're going to launch it.
Awesome. Well, perfect. So you can support GreenZone Heroes. You can, as just a regular consumer, you can support the businesses that are GreenZone Heroes. If you are a business and want to become a GreenZone Hero, you can go to his website and register, as he mentioned. You can listen to either of his podcasts and look out for more to come about Task Force Zen. Thank you again, John.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.